No, what do you do? As you need it, all right? People have ADD, whatever. So we start off in the beginning, all right? Our first objective when you get to the customer's house is to do what? What do we do first? Connect with your customer, ask them questions, tie them into your goals. Take this out, open it up, let them know, hey, I'm working super hard, I'm super excited. They work with all these students, showing them. By the way, those of you guys doing virtual, something that you want to do this weekend is put together a goals page with like cut and paste from the computer of like your school, your stuff, who you are, about you. Maybe put a picture, like take a picture of you and your family or off Facebook, and like just put updates, like make a page basically of like about you and updates about you. Because that's really cool, because you can email that with a confirmation to your customers so that they can see that, and you can be like, oh yeah, that's where I want to go to school, that's right, and it's a visual for them. Everyone got that? All right. So here you're showing them here. So I've got, they donate money to the different universities. These are the professors that work at the schools. And so you're going through all this with them, and then opening up here and walking through. So once you guys go through the scholarship, make sure they know the scholarship and the fast chart. These are both based on sales. So I always tell my customers, hey, keep a lookout. Like I said on the phone, you don't have to get anything, you get paid to do it, but definitely keep a lookout, because these contests are based on sales. And we have some awesome Christmas gift ideas. Got it? So make sure you guys bring that up, because we've got great stuff. Then once you guys have done that, you have your sponsorship that has nothing to do with sales. Then we go to here. So once we're here, what is our objective? Once we get here to company history and all the facts, what's our objective? What are we doing? Credibility. All right, they need to know it's legit. So we're letting them know, well, you've been featured and been around, all that. You want to make sure they know it's legit. It's also right in the beginning, we cut the penny, and they see the peeler, which you guys are going to cut a penny before you leave, and they're like, wow, this stuff is really good. Once you've done that, step 3, what's our next objective? What do you do? Create a problem. If there isn't a problem, they don't need a solution. So ugly faces, paint pictures, tell stories, that's here, all right? Then you go to features and benefits of Cutco. There's 5 features that make Cutco the best. What's our goal here? To do what? Build the value. Make sure they understand why the heck it costs what it does. And you're doing that from the beginning, but here specifically, you're like, hey, there's 5 features that make them the best. Let me tell you why they cost what they do. And so now we're going through the features and benefits of Cutco. And the biggest reason, would you put 163? All right. Biggest reason Cutco costs what it does is because of the guarantee. Cool? So now we go through the guarantee, and you go through with them and let them know, hey, there's 4 parts to the guarantee, and you talk about the guarantee. And guys, any testimonials you saw, anything you can share, when you bump Ebony, whoever you know that has Cutco, record them or have them write how long they've had it and what they think about it, you know, so you can share that with other customers. Then, guys, we go into our sets. Those who were here this morning, do you go here? No. All right, those who missed it, stinks for you. You're going to sell us. So instead of going there, go boom, here. Cutco has different set options. We have 2 larger sets. Our complete set, which is for people who love to cook, love to entertain, have big families, or love to have the best. We have one in between if you like to cook or do basic entertaining. That's our signature family set. And then we have our basic set that's been around since '49. And that covers all your basic cutting needs, okay? I'm gonna start with that because that's our most popular, and you go through your manual. Your objective during this section as you go through is that they go, oh, I use that, oh, I use that, all right? So walk them through the basic. By the way, you can then open this and say, hey, this right here, it has our basic, and it also has the hearty slicer. You talk about the sentoku, talk about the cheese knife, comes with 10 table knives or steak knives, and then the scissors come in the block. And guys, the complete set has these specialty knives that are over here, plus the basic tools that were in this. Cool? So you can show them that. And then just keep going through your manual into your closing and say, all right, so, you know, let me tell you why so many people choose to invest in Cutco. You always and you go into your summary, all right? Once you guys find which set is best for them, it might be a family set, but if they don't want to do all that today, what do? Drop down. Galley sets are awesome. Starter sets are awesome. This is the best value. They get the most for their money. But if they've got a lot of other things right now and they don't want, then that's okay. So make sure to call us if they like it, though, because with all the specials going on for Black Friday and all the deals and everything happening right now, like, we're going to close a lot of these set sales this weekend. Once you guys finish there, make sure you walk through the accessories and remind them that Cutco has gift cards for all different options if they don't know what to buy someone, and then show them all the accessories and see if there's anything else they like they may want to add. Got it? Once we finalize the sale, then we're going to ask them for what? Recommendations. How did you like the appointment? Hey, do you remember the sponsorship? And you're going to walk through that. Just make sure and just brainstorm and use that sponsorship. If they're at 6, what do you want to say? Only 4 more and you're a sponsor. Only like, who's nice from here? Who's nice from here? and brainstorm with them, all right? So when we're gonna cut a penny over there, when you cut the penny, if you're using your body weight, which initially most of you will have to, point away from them. He didn't even know how to cut a penny until he had to like 20 grand because he did them all virtually. He's like, how do you cut a penny? When he was learning how to run interviews, he'd like never cut a penny before. We're like, let's teach you how to cut a penny. You wanna use your body weight, but point away from them because if it flies, you don't want it to fly their face. So I'm gonna point this way, you know, so if it flies, it goes that way, all right? But guys, everything's in your manual. Go one step at a time. Just have some fun with them. You're gonna mess up, it's part of the process. Get your best prospects lined up because they see this stuff, they use this stuff. That's an easy sale. And when you call us, we'll give you the deals and stuff. And they're gonna give you the best people. So so those are your tips on your live demo. Any quick questions, and I'm gonna have them give virtual tips, and then we're gonna wrap up.
Like if you go to one like 6:30, like how do you bring food? Like just go buy some food.
If you want, just use what they have. I always ask them, hey, do you have any fruits or veggies we can chop up? And they just bring it out. Cool. I didn't really buy food when I first started. I used whatever they have. But then I started buying like a bag of carrots, which is like $1, and some grapes if I had that because I like to use it. But it's not necessary. Help them make dinner. Say, hey, anything you need that you're going to cut up for dinner so you can use some of the stuff. So you can show them. All right. So to pass on to Jehrel. Jehrel is the virtual king of the world, all right. No one is old, and he started with them because he was like Josh from the Virgin Islands, and started off with that. But then he loved it. He even has people that like he could senior advise. Like I just rather do them virtually. So he can share why do you like virtuals and just how to do a virtual real quick, and then we're gonna wrap up. Cool.
Okay. Just like
no, I mean whatever. Just walk them through how to do a virtual. This they already did.
Okay. So the reason why I liked virtuals, I mean, from the beginning, all my family and friends are from the Virgin Islands. So I sort of had to do virtuals, but gradually it's just been what I prefer to do, actually. I've been able to compete, I think, on a high level against a lot of reps simply because I can do more demos and I can squeeze in more demos in my day. For one, I don't have to factor in driving time. I don't have to factor in, you know, how long it'll take me to get from here to there, stuff like that. Also, because I'm doing virtuals, I can see people in different time zones, which opens me up to doing earlier demos and later demos. I've done demos at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and I've also done them at like 1 a.m. I think the latest one I've ever done was at 2 a.m. For someone who lived in Alaska and for someone who lived in California. So it allows me to like take it one step further. Also, I can like be very much relaxed. I can, if my demo starts at 9, I can wake up at like 8 and be good and be ready. And in the beginning, I was like kind of geeky, so I would like dress in a suit and just sit down in front of my computer. They can't even see you, so there's nothing with like Skype involved, but it was just like getting in the business mind frame. But in all honesty, it was just like very relaxed. I can like do like a couple demos, schedule enough time for like snacks, breaks, eat, watch like 15 minutes of like whatever, listen to some music in between, and just like get myself refocused before every single appointment. Okay, so biggest thing with the virtual demo, I guess you have to understand, it starts here. For a show of hands, who in here has ever purchased anything online before? Raise your hands really high for me, please. Perfect. So you're all very much qualified to a virtual because, I mean, like you understand the concept. People buy online all the time. It's nothing rare. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing weird. People love online shopping. I love online shopping. I recently found out like Target, you can buy groceries. I'm about to do that, so it's super easy. So the first thing, build rapport, okay? Because they can actually use the Cutco. You have to really just connect with them on a higher level, be able to communicate with them, have them love you, okay? I want you guys to understand that it's really based off of how well you communicate with them, how well you connect with them, and it's really simple. And that starts from when you even book the demo, okay? So simple things that you need to know. Whenever you call, you always have to like match them. So if you call them and the customer is like, hello, you don't want to be like, hello, Mrs. Jones, right? Because you're kind of like, whoa, hi, right? And they'll be kind of thrown off and it's too high. But also you don't want someone to pick up the phone and they're like, hello, who is this? And you're like, hi. Like, yes, hi, who is this? My name is Jehrel. Okay, right? And you don't want to like drag them down. So like go above them to give them energy and like pull them up always, but still mirror them so it's kind of like on that equal playing field, right? Always talk with them, communicate with them, name drop who you got their name from, the recommendations, how you know them and stuff like that. And once you start to further on in your career, you can also name drop like what other people bought. Now, getting ready for the demo itself, it's really just like a slideshow. It's on Prezi, so it has like all the stuff on screen. It's like a virtual representation of your Blue Book. It's literally going to flow exactly like your Blue Book should. There's only like simple stuff like after the homemaker when it's talking about like the pot spoons, the blocks, the cutting boards. Those 3 pictures are just in different order. Everything else is in there. Also, there's videos, full videos for cutting, showing them cut food, cutting the penny, cutting the rope, cutting the leather. There's also testimonial videos. So we don't have that. We can only tell them about family and friends and people who like Cutco. But on a virtual, there's a testimonial video that they actually see. So in some ways, there's actually additional tools to help make the virtual that much easier. Simple thing though, when you're going through the virtual, you just have to kind of be like a narrator. Be like that sports announcer type of person. So whenever they're cutting the penny, whenever the video is like cutting the rope, you have to take your energy on a whole new level. I'm not sure if you're anything like me, but we've all probably seen like a TV show commercial or something like that like interests you. You wanted to watch the TV show, but you never did, right? But the minute a friend was like, "Oh, watch this," you definitely watched it. Or you saw like a commercial for some weird stupid gadget that was kind of cool. And again, you never had the energy for it. You never like said, "Oh, this was cool" out loud until someone was like, "Oh man, I can't wait to get that video game. I can't wait to try this. I can't wait to do that." And you're like, "Oh yeah, it'll be the same thing." People watch TV all the time. They'll see the penny get cut on the computer screen, and they'll just like blankly watch it. They'll just blankly watch it. They won't respond. They won't say anything. But if you're like Mrs. Jones, oh my God, do you understand what just happened? Like I just cut a penny, a real life penny, with a pair of scissors. How many pair of scissors you can actually do something like that? And then that's when they responded like, none. Like that's amazing, right? But like unless you say something, half of the time they're like really silent. A lot of the times we need other people to validate our feelings so we can express it. So be that for them and give them permission to get like really excited over scissors. Okay, that's your job. Understand it's really simple. You click through it and you have to always ask them exactly what they see. I know the majority of you actually took a look at it already and already got to see exactly what the viewcutco.com looks like. Again, it's really simple. We use the arrows, right arrow to move forward on the keyboard, left arrow to move backwards. If they use the mouse, like the little wheel, will send it all sorts of crazy. So you basically speak with them like, okay, so Mr. Jones, thank you so much for seeing me, yada, yada, yada. You let them know that you're going to walk through it with them. And it's just basically visual representations. If they go ahead of you, it might get kind of confusing. So I'll let you know when to advance. Now, the reason why you have to say that, because you have to understand, like Kathy said, right? We never want to give our customers a blue book. We want to be in full control of our blue book at all times. A virtual is the blue book. So by simply saying, hey, don't advance without me, trust me, I'm going to let you know when to advance, right? That already lays the groundwork where you're like firm, but you're still like the sweet, lovable neighborhood nice person, right? So they like you and they'll listen to you. And on the off chance that they like go ahead and click on something without you, because it's happened to me before, most definitely. The best thing to do is stop at that exact moment, and you have to kind of scold them. So if you're like going through the video in the beginning, you're talking about the company, and you're like, okay, so click the right arrow, you should see the company page. What do you see, Mr. Jones? Oh, well, I'm already on the Cutco Homemaker. You're like, no, Mr. Jones, we gotta go back. So we have to start over. It's like, yeah, Mrs. Jones. No, most definitely. Like I said, it'll be kind of confusing. It's just a bunch of pictures. I explain it. Let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Okay? And you just have to make sure that you stop it right there. You don't want to jump with them. You don't want them to be like, I'm on the homemaker. It's like, okay, yeah, the homemaker is so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Okay, what's the galley? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, the galley is, okay, so the galley is this. And you start talking about it. There's like kitchen tools. And you're like, okay, yeah, no, the kitchen tools, you lost them. The minute you try to like jump to find them, you lost them. So just be calm and cool. Don't feel rushed. Definitely you want to look at the cutting videos because you can't cut food, but simply just talk about the knives while they look at the videos, okay? The videos are there. There's like the picture of the knife and then there's a video of it. Just be like, I always tell them, take a look at the picture really quickly and you can go ahead and start the video while I talk. Do that for all of them, except for the table knife, of course, because that one is the leather video that you need to walk through with them. It's all about just your attitude, your energy. Be bubbly. Just have a lot of fun. They can sense if you're not having fun. And it's even worse because they can't see it. They can't use the stuff. They're not there. They're not cutting up anything. So if you're just like dull or dry or boring over the phone, They will not be enthused. They will not want to even listen. Okay, but understand the manual has everything. This is equipped for live
He shares
and virtual.
stories. He's really great at that.
Okay.
Can you tell them that?
Oh no, yeah, most definitely share stories. And in the beginning, I told a lot of Kathy's stories that she told me in training, and I couldn't even tell when her stories stopped really coming out, and I started telling more of my stories. So you just have to build experience, do more virtuals. Like Kathy said, it takes about 10 demos for you to be able to get a feel for it. Treat it the same with virtuals. Do about 10 before you can really get a feel for it, and it'll just come and flow. And the added benefit is you can read your manual from cover to cover, and they cannot see you. I've had so many customers be like, "Oh my God, you're so knowledgeable. Wow, I had a script. You sound so relaxed." I'm like reading it, but they don't know, because the more you read it and the more confidence I was able to build, they weren't even able to tell. Okay, so have confidence in yourself. Same things, calling like you're supposed to from like a live demo is very much the same thing, and we're here to help you guys out. Okay?
Yeah, and it's all in there. Like even like Hulda, his first demo was with a friend in Germany. It was a virtual. It was his first demo he ever did, period, when he left here. He was horrible. And even his friends started laughing. They're like, "You were so bad, but this stuff is awesome."
Mhm.
And they bought a homemaker set. Same thing with him, his first one. He would have
Yeah.
sold more, but he was too scared to show the bigger sets.
Yeah, and that was after you actually upsold, because that was a weird day that you picked up. It was like you picked up and Taylor Max was there, because like you were overseeing him, and I called in. I'm like, "Oh no, they want the galley." And Kathy was like, "Okay, did they not like the bigger sets?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, they're good with the galley." And then Kathy was like, "Are you fighting me?" I was like, "No." No. She's like,
Don't
"Okay,
fight
so
me on the phone.
show them this. Don't ever. You shoot yourself in the foot." And then Kathy was like, "Okay, show them this, the homemaker, and then they'll get this and this for free." I'm like, "Okay." So I was like, "Hey, Mom, so Kathy said if you get this, if you get the homemaker plus 8, you actually get this and this for free. Okay, would you like to try that?" My mom was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What? Don't do that." She was like, "Yes." I'm like, "So you're going to get it?" She's like, "Yes." She's like, "Are you questioning me?" I'm like, No. Okay, no. I'm good. And then, long story short, later in the end, I actually
By the
showed
way,
her
he never
friends-
even showed her the bigger sets because he was
No.
like, "Oh, my mom's not going to buy that. She's not going to spend the money." And so he didn't even show her the bigger sets.
Okay.
And then her friends bought them later.
Yeah.
And then
Then she yelled. So she called me because her friends was like, she always asks her friends, like, "Well, what did you buy?" And they were like, "Well, I got the medium one." She's like, "Oh, I got the bigger one." Calling me up to show, and they were comparing prices, and her friends was like, "That's the baby one." So she called me and she's like, "Jehrel, I have the biggest set, right?" Mind you, this is like 4 months later. I laughed at her. I was like, "No, you don't. You have the baby set." She's like, "Why the hell do I have the baby set?" I'm like, "Well, I didn't show you. She's like, I thought you said this was the biggest." I'm like, "This is the biggest one I showed you, but no, you don't have the biggest one." She's like, "Is this a setup? Did you want me to just like upgrade for the rest of my life? Like, why didn't you show it?" And I was like, "Oh, well, you're paying for my college, you're paying for Mari's college." I didn't think. She went off. She's like, "You don't make my money. You don't know my income. You don't control what the hell I see. Don't you ever do that again." So no matter what customer I see, I show them everything. I'm like, "Hey, my mom already chewed my head off, so I want to make sure I do you the courtesy of showing you everything so you can choose for yourself. Don't make that simple mistake." And she made me buy her a signature. So I had to like upgrade her to a signature for free, like with my own money. Not even like as a deal. I just like bought her the tools and whatever I want stuff. Like I gave her a signature. And then she bought like cookware.
because they're
gadgets,
always
flatware.
going to get their best. Like you guys know what right now, and this is the last thing. When you guys go to Best Buy or you go anywhere, right? When you buy bulk, when you buy packages, don't you get a better deal?
Yeah.
Always. Think about Publix versus Costco. Where do you get more for your money? At Costco.
Mhm.
People know when you buy more, you get more for your money. So if they do buy a bigger set, they're going to get a much better deal. So that's why she was like, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
Because you get more for your money. So make sure to call us, give us, and any other tips you can give them just that helped you out starting off, or if they want to get off to a fast start. What